let's see how easy it is to turn this kit into a stylish and functional accessory. So I picked up this kit from Amazon. It took about 2 weeks to get here, and I believe it is shipped out from China, which is why it takes 2 weeks. Oh, perfect. So it seems like there is a video that you can follow. So it's interesting. It says that the super glue and lighter are not included because they can't be shipped. So I'm curious to see if you actually need the super glue and a lighter for this. So we got needles. I believe this is the thread. I'm guessing that's the thread. We have the clips, the finger gloves, and the thimble. Oh, here are the scissors. Oh my God, and here are all the leather pieces. So the entire kit comes with everything that you need. It comes with all of the pieces already pre-cut with holes in them. So realistically, all I'm gonna be doing is sewing them. I'm actually not a big sewer, so I am curious to see how the whole sewing bit is gonna go for me. But I figured everything's here. I just need the instructions and then I get to sew everything and then I have a purse that I can use. How amazing is that? And I have to say immediately, even just feeling these small pieces, it feels really nice. It is supposed to be genuine leather. So here's the thread, it comes with green thread. I kind of wish it was a darker green because I think you will see this against the green, but not the end of the world. So comes with a crossbody strap. At least you don't have to worry about making that. It already comes with it. So this is the zipper piece. So that's already made for you. And then we have the handles. So those are already done too. I'm just so curious about the whole process of making a bag because I've never really thought about it. And I think if I really enjoy this, it might be something that I want to try, making an entire bag from scratch where I cut all the pieces. I'm not sure how much that would cost depending on all the pieces that I would need, but I thought, how awesome. There's also a little pocket, I guess, that will go inside. Wow, the green is so beautiful. I'm so glad I got the green. This exact bag came, I think, in a pink brown mix. So I did like that as well, but I thought the green would go really nicely, be a nice like fall winter bag, which I actually do need. So I've seen in some photos, I guess you could wrap the scarf around the handles of the bag. The bag that I picked, we'll see it when I'm done, but I believe it's sort of a dupe of a Celine bag. So it is that leather on the outside and then this nice finish on the inside. And then for some reason there is a pack of numbers. I'm not sure why we need that. So the instructions take you to YouTube to watch a video tutorial. It is an unlisted video though, so you wouldn't be able to just find it if you didn't buy this bag. It is in Cantonese, I believe. There are English subtitles. I was wondering what these stickers were for, and it's for you to go and number all the pieces. And it seems like the first part is attaching the zipper to the two main sides of the bag. Okay, so it kind of looks like that. The needle is going between the threads. Not sure, guys. I guess you can see that it's sort of around here, but then it also kind of made a knot. Very interesting. And then we have two sides that are like this. So they use what is called their cross stitch method. So you see we have the two pieces of thread here, and you're sort of going to take the thread in the back, put it in the next hole, pull. I should probably put those gloves on. So this one is now in the front. And then this other one that's in the front, we're going to pull it back through that other hole. And then now it'll be in the back. And then just pull it to make sure it's tight. And then that's how you're gonna get this little cross stitch. So then they're stitching on the front and on the back. That's so cool. So I'm gonna put these little finger gloves on. I think it might give me a better grip on the needle. We'll see. So now it is time to attach the zipper. They said that the back of the zipper should be matching up with the back of the wallet, which is interesting because I guess when you sew it, it'll kind of be like this. I'm curious to see what that looks like sewed. It'll be like that, where I would have thought it would have been like this. Like for some reason I thought there would be that bend in the leather, but you're sewing it this way. So I'm just going to finish sewing all of this up and then I'll show you what the next step is. So you see how both of these threads are in here. So one of the options it gave you was to actually cut this and then use some super glue to sort of get the end of the strand stuck to this one, or to cut it and then use a lighter, essentially. So I think for myself, I'm going to try the lighter one. So I'm going to go get a lighter. So we're going to cut the thread. So it says to burn the end and then to sort of press it into the other side. I have just an orange stick. So I'm going to try that. I'm a little nervous, guys. Oops. Okay, and then I press it. I don't know, I think that's okay. I guess like this is the inside anyway, so you're not really going to see it, but still. Okay, the other side. So we have one part done. That's very exciting. So it definitely, yeah, it looks like this, I guess, when you try to open it. I didn't even try this zipper. Oh, zipper is very smooth. That's lovely. So now step 2 is doing the other side, basically. So the exact same way that we did it for the first side, and then I guess it will look like that. So I'm gonna get started on this part and then I will let you know what is after that. So I'm finished sewing the top part with the zipper. Each side basically took me around like 30 minutes, a little less than 30 minutes for each one. So about an hour to do this top part. So next steps is adding the handles. So there are these pieces here, number 6 and number 7. Number 6 we're going to add first, and then we're going to sew the handles on here. And then I guess after that, we're going to sew this on here, and then it'll cover up the handle, and there we go. I already cut my pieces and added the needles on both ends. We are going to sew it cross stitch the way that we've been sewing everything else. So I'm trying to sew this top piece and it's proving to be a little difficult just because I can't really hold it in place. So instead of trying to do the cross stitch for each of the holes, I'm sort of just following along with one thread, and then I'm going to go in the other way with the other thread. That way it'll at least hold this a bit better, so I'm not struggling as much, and it's kind of proving to be easier. Just going to make sure that I pull it tightly so that it is tight when I go in with the other thread. So I have one handle done, and to be honest, this has been the most strenuous part of this, getting these 2 layers, especially because you're going through 3 layers of leather after a while, and then plus it's hard to keep this in place, but it looks really cute. So I'm going to work on the other handle now. Truthfully, with how long this is taking, I don't know if I'll finish it tonight. I thought this was going to be like a one afternoon activity. However, it might be a multi-day activity depending on if I want to take additional breaks or not. So I'm just going to see how far I get this evening. It's already 10:30, so I might just do the other handle and then call it a night. So last night I finished up sewing the handles on the bag. So far, looks really lovely. This was step 2 out of 8. So far with all the stitching, we're a quarter of the way there. Step 3 is now to sew the bottom of the bag together. So I'm going to get started on that, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done with that step. So I finished sewing the bottom, definitely starting to look like a purse. Now the next step is sewing these pieces. I believe these are the sides of the bag. So we're just going to sew the seam on this top side, I believe. And then from there, we're going to add the pocket. So it looks like these are kind of going to sit like that. And then somehow we will just sew everything all together afterwards. So I'm going to work on those. We are at step number 7 now. I finished sewing my pocket, sewing the sides, adding the little hardware on. This is where I'm going to clip the crossbody bag. So the last big step is actually sewing the entire bag together. So this one is going to take a while. And for the most part, it does seem pretty straightforward. The only thing is the bottom part. I didn't realize that this piece kind of folds over here and will sit like that. For some reason, I thought it would go inside. So there's a special way that they do it, which it feels like I'm gonna have to watch it a few times, but hopefully it'll be okay. So I'm gonna get started on that, and then I will show you the final product. So I am all done putting my bag together, and I have to say it looks stunning. I am so happy with it. Are you ready? I wore green specifically to match. Look at it. It is so cute. And the leather feels really nice. It is a pebble leather. It is very soft. I love the structure of the bag. I actually think for me, it's the perfect size. I'm more of a top handle bag type of person. I don't like bags that are too big. I'm really just carrying my phone, my keys, and my wallet, so I don't need it to be gigantic. But, oh, look at it. So perfect. Overall, putting the bag together, I would say is pretty beginner friendly. As someone who doesn't sew, doesn't crochet, doesn't do anything with string, I actually found it pretty easy. There were some moments where it was a little difficult, especially with the instructions being in Mandarin. There are some spots where they're talking, but there is no subtitle. So you know that they're not really translating it 100%. Visually, they're showing it to you. So as long as you can follow along. The areas that I personally struggled the most was with attaching the handles, just because there's 3 layers of leather there. So being able to hold everything in place, I found that a little difficult. And then honestly, it was the bottom part, because at some point you kind of have to fold everything together. And again, from their instructions, I had to watch it so many times. And even then, I think they're not all the same. I think I did different things. But I guess that's sort of the beauty of the bag, that the stitching is not 100% perfect, because at least I did it myself. Attaching the last pieces together was one of the parts that I struggled with the most, just because when everything was open, it was easier to sort of attach everything. But then once we had the one side closed up and then attaching the last side, it was hard to see because one would be dark in there, so I couldn't really see where the holes are. Again, everything was cut for this bag. The handles were already put together. The crossbody strap was already put together. And then it was really just sewing the pieces together. I would love to see something that is sort of the next level above this, where I have to maybe make the handles myself. I have to make the crossbody strap myself. So I had so much fun with this. I'm actually considering looking into a bit more leather working, trying to maybe make a bag from scratch one day, because I just truly had so much fun doing this. I'm definitely going to buy more kits. Let me know if you want to see videos on the other kits that I buy. But I highly recommend this activity if you're looking for a new craft, or even just giving this as a gift. You can either give the kit as a gift. I mean, I would love it. If anyone wants to buy me a kit, let me know, please. I'll send you my information. But even just, I think, buying a kit and making this for someone, I feel like that's such a cute gift. So cannot recommend this enough. Probably the best craft I'm going to try this year, starting the year off strong. Let me know down in the description how you think the bag turned out. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing for more content. Thank you for watching. Bye.